In today's riveting episode, we delve into the enigmatic and highly debated case of Tupac Shakur's arrest for sexual abuse. As we retrace the steps leading up to the shocking allegations, examine the dramatic courtroom battle, and explore the lasting impact on his life and career, prepare to be captivated by this astonishing, untold story. Join us as we journey through the twists and turns of this complex case, all the while keeping in mind that the content is intended for educational purposes only and is not designed to cause harm or distress to anyone. The allegations. Tupac Shakur was one of the most influential and successful rappers of the 1990s, known for his powerful lyrics, charismatic personality, and social activism.
Brothers make babies and leave a young mother to be a passion. And since we all came from a woman, got our name from a woman, and I came from a woman.
But he also had a dark side and was involved in several legal troubles, including shootings, assaults, and lawsuits. One of the most serious charges he faced was sexual abuse, which stemmed from an incident that occurred on November 18, 1993, at the Parker Meridien Hotel in New York City.
The way the world is today, a woman can say anything about a man and I'm guilty until proven, you know what I'm saying? It's like I don't even have a chance. Everybody already made me guilty. My career's already going this way.
Tupac met a woman named Ayanna Jackson at a nightclub and invited her to his hotel room. There, they had consensual sex, according to Jackson's testimony. She left and returned the next day, expecting to see Tupac again. But when she arrived at his room, she found him with 3 other men: his road manager, Charles Fuller, his friend Jacques Agnand, also known as Haitian Jack, and another associate. According to Jackson, Tupac told her to perform oral sex on him and his friends, and then they took turns raping her while he watched. She said she repeatedly asked him to stop, but he ignored her pleas. Tupac and his entourage were arrested and charged with first-degree sexual abuse, sodomy, and illegal possession of a firearm.
I just had to listen to the prosecution's closing argument, and it was just so far from the truth that it really just has me drained at the end of the day.
Tupac denied the allegations and claimed that he had nothing to do with the rape. He said he left the room after having oral sex with her. The arrest. On November 19, 1993, Tupac was arrested on charges of first-degree sexual abuse, sodomy, and illegal possession of a weapon. His arrest sent shockwaves throughout the music industry and among his fans, raising questions about the truth behind the allegations. The high-stakes trial. As the trial commenced in November 1994, the courtroom was a battleground for the truth, with Tupac's freedom and reputation hanging in the balance. The prosecution and defense teams went head-to-head, both armed with their own versions of the events that took place on that fateful night. The prosecution painted a dark picture of Tupac as the mastermind behind the assault, alleging that he had lured the young woman into a situation that escalated into a horrific crime. They called upon witnesses and presented evidence in an attempt to convince the jury that the iconic rapper was not the revolutionary figure many perceived him to be, but rather a predator who used his fame to exploit and manipulate. In stark contrast, the defense team argued passionately for Tupac's innocence. They portrayed him as a victim of a false accusation, caught in a whirlwind of media scrutiny and public judgment. They emphasized Tupac's absence during the alleged incident and questioned the credibility of the accuser, suggesting that she may have had ulterior motives for coming forward with her claims. The atmosphere in the courtroom was electric, as emotions ran high on both sides. The world watched with bated breath as the woman at the center of it all took the stand.
I just want to say, Judge, that as far as the remorse, I have a great deal of remorse. As far as I want you to treat me different, I don't want that. I just want...
Her voice trembling as she recounted her traumatic experience. The cross-examination was intense, with the defense team probing and challenging her account, seeking to expose any inconsistencies or doubts. As the trial unfolded, the public was gripped by the conflicting narratives and the high stakes involved. Supporters of Tupac rallied behind him, while others demanded justice for the woman who had bravely spoken out against the legendary rapper. It was a case that divided opinions and sparked heated debates, transcending the walls of the courtroom and captivating the nation. The dramatic verdict. The tension reached a fever pitch as the jury retired to deliberate on December 1, 1994. The world held its breath, anxiously awaiting the decision that would determine Tupac's fate. After hours of intense discussion, the jury finally emerged with their verdict. Tupac Shakur was found guilty of first-degree sexual abuse, but was acquitted of the more serious charges of sodomy and illegal possession of a weapon. The mixed verdict sent shockwaves through the courtroom as the weight of the decision settled upon everyone present. As the judge pronounced Tupac's sentence minus 1.5 to 4.5 years in prison, emotions overflowed.
I think the judge was fair. You know, I still don't feel like I got the decision that I wanted, but he was as fair as he could be.
Tears filled the eyes of Tupac's friends and family, while others expressed relief or anger at the outcome. The verdict sparked a torrent of reactions from fans, critics, and commentators alike, igniting debates about justice, celebrity, and the complexities of the case. In the aftermath of the trial, Tupac's life and career would never be the same. The conviction cast a long shadow over his remaining years, even as he continued to create groundbreaking music that would solidify his place in history. The dramatic trial and verdict remain a testament to the power of truth, the pursuit of justice, and the enduring legacy of one of the most influential artists of all time. Tupac's conviction sparked debates about his innocence and the fairness of the trial. Many of his fans and supporters believed that he was targeted due to his celebrity status and outspoken nature, while others argued that the case demonstrated the consequences of mistreating women. Tupac served 9 months in prison before being released on an appeal bond in October 1995. The case continued to cast a shadow over his career as he faced criticism and backlash from both the public and the media. Despite this, Tupac continued to create influential music until his untimely death in September 1996. The arrest and trial of Tupac Shakur for sexual abuse remain controversial and polarizing topics to this day. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the untold story of Tupac's controversial arrest for sexual abuse. If you found this video insightful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more in-depth explorations of history's most intriguing cases.